Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 757, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, New York City. Oh my gosh, it has been a long day. That is why this is going to be a super quick bite. We are bringing you at the end of day one of Masari Mainnet. It has been a super long day, an amazing time. Do not get me wrong, but we are on the verge of falling asleep after just pushing it for events and listening and talking to people and having a great time. Arrived in New York, obviously, since our last episode, coming to you live from Dallas. But day one of Masari Mainnet brought about some interesting conversations and some really interesting talks. Really good for me right now. The most interesting talk of the day was from the current Tom Emmer, U.S. The Republican U.S. Majority Whip. Yeah. Really, whose sole job is to talk to everyone and get everyone in on the side of what whip up the vote, so to speak. But his passion for digital assets and blockchain technology, but then like acknowledging the difference of investment styles of like those pre-40 and those post-40 and stuff like that. And so pre-ape-in and post-ape-in. So it was really interesting take on that, and seeing the ideas of some of the regulatory framework that needs to be put in play. Really good conversations from 401 and what they sort of saw as one of the biggest tools that's needed in DeFi right now, needing to be built, is basically an on-chain version of estate planning. So building that decentralized version of estate planning, much needed, as they were saying. And I could see after one of the ways they're talking, obviously beforehand too, like how do you leave stuff behind for family? How do they even understand it? What's left behind? But some really cool stuff. Other great talks on the political side from Coinbase. They are now suing how they are suing the SEC and where they are in that process, to other sides with the with Blockchain Association and other political action groups. And so really interesting to sort of listen to a lot of these companies talk, and how much people are listening to what they're saying. And so super excited to sort of see how all of that goes. We are about to cut it short, as we got to get to bed to get ready for day two, but we ended up the night with some amazing events. And so really excited to see what day two brings. Are you ready? We got to go because we got to be there super early morning. But as we end with two things, the same two things always. Our words of wisdom and the greatest worst knock joke on the face of the planet. And that is, our words of wisdom are always the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Meaning, if no one knows you're looking for opportunity will never come knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end with the greatest worst knock joke on the face of the planet. Always the same, because we have no better way to end this than this. But we want to thank everyone for joining us on LinkedIn, Player One Taco, YouTube, ZeroX Degens, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Solana, via Soul Media Tech, as well as Unlonely. We will see you tomorrow. But knock. Who's there?